Oh, really? Incel fan? Really? Incel fan? Really? Incel fan? Really? Incel fan? Oh my god. I do not want to do this. But I had to do it anyway. Hey guys, it's Mike plus Family back again, and today, guys, I'm gonna do a reaction slash rant on one of the worst videos I have ever seen this year, since Enzo fans stupid cringe video on We Don't Talk About Bruno, and that is Spider-Man, and that is his rant on Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I need 1,000 cans of Coke to find this piece of shit. Give me a sec, guys. I need a bucket of ice cream. After I'm gonna do this abomination video, just like Drew from Despicable Me 3, to see when he cries and eats ice cream. That's gonna be me, guys, after I watch this video that I warn you guys to never like. Alright, let's get this shit over with. Okay, now the thing that pops up right here, you guys, how is this the death for movies? Seriously.
June 2nd, 2023 will be forever known as the day movies die.
Nope, it's basically the day that you made one of the worst videos I have ever seen in my 24 years of my fucking life.
This was me coming out of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Hell.
Oh my god, he's crying.
This was the worst. This was the worst movie of all time.
Okay, now basically, here was my reaction when I saw that clip.
Boy, you really have some anger issues, don't you? Boy, you really have some anger issues, don't you?
So, yep, that was my reaction. Alright, guys, let's freaking do this.
Fuck you, Sony.
No, fuck you for renting on this movie.
This is how I felt after watching what I'm about to warn you guys to never see.
Okay, first off, no one's going to give a shit about your opinion, to warn people to never see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And besides, this movie is popular at the box office, so take that, you idiot. Meh. What the fuck? Okay, that scene is a ripoff to the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse scene when Peter B. Parker cried in the bathtub. Seriously, for you crying like that after seeing a movie that everyone loves, that makes you look like a pedophile. Oh, stop crying, you man baby. Stop crying, you man baby, you pussy.
Charles Waldorf, 2001 here. And I am here today. Oh boy. I'm here today to freaking rip apart and destroy the worst thing I have ever seen in my life.
More like the worst video I ever seen in my life, you idiot.
So, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, oh sorry, more like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Hell, or Across the Spider-Turd, or Ass, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It doesn't change the fact that it's an absolute horrendous, diabolical piece of fucking shit.
Boy, you really have some anger issues, don't you?
Shit. That should not exist. So
Shut up.
The story is basically just about Miles and Gwen, who basically goes to this other dimension with other spider people and all that, and yada yada, and dumb twists and all that, and fuck it, there's just no plot. No fucking plot at all. To be honest.
Yeah, there is. There is a plot of the movie, you idiot.
My least anticipated movie of all time. I was just not looking forward to it, and I just couldn't look forward to it, guys. Considering that the Spider-Verse fandom is like the most toxic fandom ever, guys.
No, it's not.
The first Spider-Verse movie was a shitty movie indeed, but trust me.
No, it wasn't. The first movie was an amazing, brilliant masterpiece. And believe it or not, at the time, Incredibles 2 was used to be my favorite movie of 2018 when I first saw it in the theaters. But when I saw the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie in the theaters, that movie blew my freaking mind. And it became my number one favorite movie of 2018.
I've not seen anything yet because I fucking hated this piece of shit with a burning passion.
Wow, you're so lucky that I wasn't there in South Bend, or otherwise if I saw you filming this, man, I will rob you out of the car, unbuckle your seatbelt, and punch the living shit out of you, pussy. Not saying it. I'm not a violent person, you guys. I'm just saying, you guys. I'm just absolutely saying this, you guys. That's what I would do if I see Inside Fan 2001 and punch you in person. I would punch his face so hard he'll have a massive nosebleed.
Speak, ladies and gentlemen. Across the Spider-Verse currently holds a 4.7 on Letterboxd. What the actual fuck? That's the highest rating for any movie on that site. That is bullshit.
Okay, now why did you copy the Gino was bullshit from the Angry Video Game Nerd? That makes no fucking sense.
Utter bullshit.
You're bullshit.
Also, if you've been ripped as bad as I have by this movie, oh boy, I feel your pain. And yeah.
Nope, no one's going to feel your pain.
Honestly, guys, I gotta say, this is the worst Spider-Man movie I have ever seen. Yes,
When it comes to the Spider-Man movies, here's my opinion on the Spider-Man movies. The first movie is the basic brilliant masterpiece. Second movie, I know that a lot of people said that it's even better than the first Spider-Man movie, but personally, I love the first movie better in my opinion. Spider-Man 3, it was okay. It was okay. Amazing Spider-Man was a great follow-up movie. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was great. Spider-Man Homecoming was awesome. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, kick-ass. Spider-Man Far From Home, awesome movie. Spider-Man No Way Home, double kick-ass. And as for this movie, triple kick-ass.
Rank the Mark Webb movies over this piece of shit. It's the worst comic movie / superhero movie I have ever seen.
Oh, I'm getting bored of your blabbermouth. Oh.
No other movie this year comes close, and it's also, without a doubt, the worst movie I have ever seen.
Well, guess what, you guys? We don't give a fuck!
In my whole 22 years.
And if you guys are wondering where I get the I don't give a fuck, that was basically the Rick and Morty season 1 finale, if you guys remember that episode.
Of life on this planet. Period.
Who cares?
Thinking, oh, please, Rosaltor fan, give one positive to say about the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Please give one positive. Well, I gotta say...
Ew, no.
That's right. No positives. No. Zero.
Okay, so in a nutshell, that Inside Fan saw this movie in theaters, and then his reaction, I love it! Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta rant on this movie to piss off the fans. Look, that's him in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. In a nutshell, he actually loved this movie. No thanks, right? And also, in a nutshell, he actually loved this movie. And when he does YouTube, he hates this movie. So, God damn it, I pushed the wrong button. Sorry, guys, my tablet got cut out. So, hold on. So, in a nutshell, you guys, when Inside Fan 2001 saw this movie in theaters, no facts, right? So, what happened is that he loved this movie and said, okay, I do love this movie, but I have to rant on this movie to piss off the fans. That's him in a nutshell! Fuck you, Inside Fan, you pussy!
No positives.
That's the news. You got positive when you don't do YouTube.
To be found.
Pussy.
It's completely worthless. There is nothing to recommend about this fucking monstrosity This pile of
Yep.
shit.
I don't care.
Any merits. So let's destroy this thing and send it to
Blah,
hell
blah,
where it
blah,
belongs.
blah, blah,
The
blah.
animation. Holy fucking shit balls. The animation is even worse than the animation in Food Fight and Norm in the North.
Okay, how is that movie? How is the animation in this movie is the same animation from Food Fight? Like seriously, like take a look at the animation from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And warning you guys, what I'm about to show you guys from the clip from Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse is basically the ending. So, which is basically the most mind-blowing thing I ever seen in my life. So you have been warned, guys. If you never saw Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, please skip this part of this video. You have been warned. So take a look. But if you have seen the movie, you guys can watch it. So take a look at the animation from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Who are you?
So yeah, tell me about this animation. This animation is amazing, brilliant masterpiece. Now take a look at the stupid animation to compare the Norm of the North and Food Fight. First, let's take out Norm of the North. Ew! Ew! And yes, guys, I love Anima. He's actually my favorite movie critic. And now, let's check out the animation for Food Fight, aka one of the worst movies of 2012. Actually, the second worst movie of 2012, but the worst animation of 2012 goes to Where the Dead Go to Die. We don't want to talk about that. But anyways, let's check out the animation for Food Fight.
Okay, it's just you and me, fat cat. Now fork over the little guys and no one gets hurt.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sending you to the cooler, burglar. I'm gonna kill you.
Ew. So basically, the winner is basically Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I don't get how the fuck people are praising the animation in this film. It's so ugly. It's hideous. It's horrible.
No, it's not.
Cheap and lazy. And these animators, they deserve to go to jail for making this total cancer of
What the hell? You can't force people to go to jail. That's messed up, man.
animation. Yeah, the animation was just so bad to the point that I just wanted to hold it.
What the fuck?
This is literally the shittiest sequel you could dish up, guys. It expands its world in such a dull way, and it keeps reminding you of events or even have similar imagery from the first movie. Like, they'll quote the first movie and also have a certain imagery that reminds you of the first movie. In a way, this is honestly a Frozen 2-like sequel, guys. What do I mean by that? Well, it's a kind of sequel that basically just references the first film without being very standalone. It's literally a lack of originality and a lack of content.
Okay, how does that movie have a lot of reference to the first movie? That doesn't make any sense. And no, guys, I only saw this movie one time and I was in the theaters.
All those different Spider-Man people that you saw in the trailers, guys, honestly, they were just boring-ass stock characters, I gotta say. And they were only there to make shitty jokes. And I know, I should talk about the humor because I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Ooh, you gotta talk about the humor, isn't this a funny movie? Can you say at least this movie's funny?" Honestly, I gotta say, this is the death of comedy.
How is that movie the death of comedy? Personally, I think No Hard Feelings is basically the worst comedy movie of this year. One of the most overrated comedies of the decade.
There is not a single moment that I laughed. Not once. I never laughed throughout this movie. I was cringing so hard, guys, to the point that I was compressing my whole body that I wasn't able to breathe of how cringy it was.
That'd be kind of awesome if your face turned blue so that way you won't breathe. Everyone will be happy that you died for making the rant on this abomination. The end.
It's literally the cringiest movie you could think of. I laughed more at the grown-ups movies and Little Nicky and even Jack and Jill, all starring Adam Sandler, than this shit.
I heard that Adam Sandler was Jack and Jill is a bad movie, but But the only part that I did like in Jack and Jill was the Price is Right scene, because I love the Price is Right. It's a great TV show.
Yes, humor is subjective, but categorizing this as a subjective form of humor is like categorizing those dumb parody movies like they were a subjective humor, guys. I mean, this is literally the same style of comedy that you would find in one of those Jason Freebird movies. The guy who directed Date Movie, Epic Movie, and Disaster Movie.
Yeah, right. I hate those movies, but personally, saying that this movie is even worse than Disaster Movie, that's messed up.
Literally the same style of humor. Like, literally, there was a scene where there was a that honestly didn't serve anything to the plot, guys. It was literally
Sorry about that.
a random montage that was only a few seconds long. It's like Peter Parker and J. Jonah Jameson, but in Lego form, guys. Yes, there was a Lego sequence in this movie. And that didn't serve it to the plot. In fact, that was just a dumb, cheap joke right there. The style of comedy is also...
Personally, I actually like that reference, and believe it or not, there was also a cameo in this movie that had a Venom cameo in the movie. Remember the lady who runs the liquor shop in the first two movies? He made a cameo in the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
So bad improv. Like, you ever go to these improv shows where the joke is just not landing, and the comedy just keeps on going and keeps on going and just keeps milking it and just doesn't know when to call it quits? This is literally what it feels like, the humor in this movie. And it really goes to show when you have the same lazy writers who also wrote the first movie. And all these other comic characters, oh boy. If you thought they fucked up Deadpool and X-Men Origins so badly, if you thought they fucked up the three villains in Amazing Spider-Man 2 so badly, there are so many characters, comic book characters, that are so completely fucked up. Like, for example,
no one cares.
The Vulture in this movie. Yeah, the Vulture is actually in this movie. Oh my goodness, he looks nothing like he does in the comics, guys. He looks more like the Bach King from Strange Magic. And that fight between him and Gwen Stacy was... Oh, God. And yeah, this movie, it's so fucking boring. This is the most boring-ass movie I've ever seen in my life. I mean...
More like the most boring video I've ever seen in my life.
I was checking my phone to see when will this end. Just waiting for this.
Well, believe it or not, I'm actually checking my watch now because I have to go to work in a few minutes. Nah.
Movie to end, guys. It's like waiting for the 1 billionth birthday of the planet, of like the entire universe. Spider-Man 2099 was just awful.
No, he wasn't. He was kick-ass.
I'm like, the new Spider...
Okay, basically, how can you actually film this part inside your bedroom when you're filming the car? That makes no sense. That doesn't how filmography works, bro.
People, I didn't give a shit about them. Like that lady with the yellow sunglasses and all that, I didn't care for. But it's just a freaking dumbass. Gwen Stacy, oh my goodness, she freaking sucks. I know, I don't really bring up this criticism to describe like a female character, like this term that a lot of movie critics go to, like a negative criticism to go and describe an over-empowered woman and all that. But honestly, I have to bring it up. Gwen Stacy in this movie is freaking woke.
Okay, yeah, I actually heard about that term, but personally, that's the most stupidest term I ever heard in my entire life. So, screw you and forget it, man.
Yep. I can't believe I'm saying it. She is a woke character.
No, he's not. She's awesome.
About Captain Marvel. Say what you will about Rey from Star Wars, but at least those characters, they had arcs. They had a personality. They had character. But Gwen Stacy, she literally has the personality of toilet paper.
No, she doesn't. And on top of that, she has a backstory. Like, if you see in the movie, which, spoiler warning, you guys, in the movie, is that she has a backstory, like, take place in her universe when her father was a police officer, and she realized, and she actually unbacked herself, and she was actually surprised that her daughter was Gwen Stacy, and then she like ran away from her, and then she was trying to, and then Gwen Stacy was trying to stop him. Which personally, guys, I kind of felt bad for Gwen Stacy. I really do.
Yep, That's her personality. Just freaking toilet paper that you shove up your ass. Also, the saying, oh my goodness, I never cringed so hard in my life when I heard that drum beat and all that. That was Gwen Stacy.
How can a drum beat cringe you? That makes no sense.
I was like, stop drumming! Fucking stop drumming, you punk ass bitch!
Personally, you're a punk ass biatch.
Just please stop drumming so that this bane of my existence can be over with. Also, speaking of punk, Spider-Punk, he's so annoying. It just is. That's like the worst animation in this movie. Like, he keeps frame chopping every scene, like paper cutout, frame shot, stop motion style.
How is
Like,
Spider-Punk a worse character?
Mayday Parker was so annoying, guys. I guarantee you, he's one day gonna be the next Ice Age, baby. I guarantee you. I mean,
yeah, I know about the Ice Age Baby Have base. I remember that years ago.
Oh my goodness, I was so annoyed by this baby that I just wanted to chuck him off a cliff for all I care.
What the hell? That is absolutely heartless.
And they brought back pathetic Parker and just, he's like the worst Spider-Man ever. And also, remember that post-credit scene in the first movie with the Spider-Man point, the 60s Spider-Man and the Spider-Man 2099 Spider-Man, you did that pointing thing. Remember that cringy joke?
How is that a cringy joke? That part that goes like you, which that was actually a really funny joke. And not only that, they actually did that joke in Spider-Man No Way Home. The scene where Peter Parker's Tom Holland's character said, "Hey Peter," and then they all said, "Yeah," and then go like you. And believe it or not, at my screening when I saw No Way Home on opening night, a lot of people just laughed at it. And believe it or not, there was like 55 people in my screening when I went to go see No Way Home on opening night at 10 o'clock in the nighttime, which that was insane. That was like one of the best movies experience I ever had by myself.
It's brought back in this movie, and this time, it's literally a dumb plot point, honestly. Like, all the spider people got distracted and all that, and everybody was pointing out all at the same time, and I was literally screaming in the auditorium. I was like, ah!
Okay, personally, if I was an employee at that movie theater that you were at, I would have kicked you out right on the spot, just like that.
Yeah. Wasn't that excruciating? And also,
nope.
At the very end of this film, there's a cliffhanger.
Okay, now spoiler warning, you guys. If you guys have not seen Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse yet, if you want to avoid spoilers, skip this part of the video. Or if you guys did see this movie, you can watch it.
I'm sorry to spoil this, and honestly, I don't care to spoil this because trust me, it's my least favorite movie of all time. So I have every right to spoil this shit.
And also on top of that, if you hate the movie so much, then why do you waste like $10 or $13 to go see this movie in the theaters? That makes no sense. You can just watch it online on Putlocker or 123 Movies.
Turns out there's another dimension, and guess what? Uncle Aaron is alive. No big shock, right? And also, he's actually not the real Plower in this universe. The real Plower is, guess what? Another Miles! Look at me! That's right.
Okay, now that part was so cringe. Yeah.
It turns out there's another Miles in another alternate universe who's technically evil, of course. And I was like, oh my goodness, they're going with this cliche. They're going with this cliche that I really despise. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically this main character meeting itself in another alternate universe, you know? First Lego Movie 2 did this, and also last year's Lightyear, and now Across the Spider shit.
Yeah, and believe it or not, if you guys have seen my movie theater reaction, I actually did a movie theater reaction to the ending of this movie. And thankfully, I had my camera, like, on my lap face down and never pointed at the screen. And the part when Miles, the original Miles says, "Who are you?" And then when the Prowler said, "I'm Miles Morales," everyone was shocked at my movie theater, and I literally screamed, "What the fuck?" And they actually know that was like the most shocking reaction I ever seen in this movie. Especially the ending was insane. And not only that, if you guys have seen my movie theater voice, I say, oh, hold on. Sorry, guys, I had to restuck my throat. Back on saying. So, anyways, and then on top of that, and when I was walking out my auditorium after seeing Across the Spider-Verse, I was like, oh my god, that ending was crazy. And then one person behind me said, yo, that was crazy. And I think high five. Sorry about that, you guys. I hit the wrong button again. Thankfully, I used Power Director. So, anyways, so what happened is that the person right behind me said, yo, that was crazy. And I actually high-fived him.
And now, Across the Spider shit. Yes, it's actually going through that cliche. This is why this is the worst sequel ever made. It literally goes through every cliche in the book without any cleverness nor originality, and the experience just doesn't feel fresh. It just feels the same as the first. Heck, even if I would still love the original movie, if I didn't start jumping on the hate bandwagon and starting to hate the original, then I would have honestly still hated this movie, because honestly, guys, this thing is literally a big spin in the face to the original. And yeah, when I saw this twist coming, I was like, fuck you, movie, fuck you, fuck you. This is the worst fucking cinematic twist I have ever seen.
Believe it or not, that was actually my reaction after I saw Dumbo 2019. No joke.
Oh, goodness. I hated this movie so much. Oh, goodness. I really hated it so much. I wanted to shoot this thing so badly. I wanted to eat it. I literally felt like I just died and gone to hell. It was the devil's sex slave while being tortured so badly. And yeah, it literally turns out all the new characters and old characters from the first movie, they all joined together, team up for the next movie, and blah blah, with that cliffhanger at the end, which honestly, I didn't even stay for the post-credit scenes. I left.
Okay, how is there a post-credit scene? When it comes to Marvel movies, I normally do some research if there's like post-credit scenes, but believe it or not, the day before I went to go see this movie, they said that there was going to be no post-credit scene, all because what I actually heard on the internet is that this movie should end on a cliffhanger. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, so telling by that there was no post-credit scene in this movie, I can tell that this movie ended on a cliffhanger.
The theater, because I couldn't take another minute with this shit anymore. Normally I would stay for post-credit scenes, but I decided to leave because I didn't give a shit. And yeah, as you could tell in my opening while it was coming out, I was crying like crazy. That I cried a pool of tears when coming out of the auditorium. I cried so hard, it's like the world has came to an end on the day I saw it. It's hard to ironically enjoy this movie. This is not one of those movies like The Room where it's like, oh, so horrible and awful, I just have to enjoy it and all that. No. This is the 9/11 of movies.
How is that the 9/11 of movies? That is so offensive.
It's just the unholy god-awfulness of horribleness that you can ever think of, guys. From its horribly told story, horribly told world building, and just awfully written characters, and it's just in those god-awful character designs. Oh my goodness. I feel bad for the people that animated this movie, everyone involved with the...
Okay, how can you say that you felt bad for the people animating the movie? Because first off, the Sony Pictures Animation hired over 1,000 animators to animate this entire movie. Oh, and also, and if you guys are wondering, guys, this is going to shout to all of you guys. It's just been announced by Sony Pictures Animation that Beyond the Spider-Verse is being delayed until 2026 just because of the animators were working so hard on this movie that they wanted to take a break. Which personally, guys, when I actually heard about that from Nick Kids 2001 on his Instagram page, personally, guys, I actually kind of felt so disappointed because I really want to see what's going to happen in the final Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse movie. But personally, yeah, I could tell that the animators deserve a hiatus before they start animating the final Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie. Which personally, guys, I'm actually alright with it. And best of all, I'm gonna be 26 when the final Spider-Man movie comes out. Holy crap! And not only that, even Wrost is going to be 27. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's continue.
Production of this film, I just feel bad for everyone who made this shit. It is the worst thing I have ever seen in my life, guys. Oh my goodness. This movie's so bad that it makes Artemis Fowl look like Empire Strikes Back. It makes the Emoji Movie look like Citizen Kane. It makes Batman and Robin look like The Dark Knight. It makes The Wild look like The Lion King. It makes Shrek the Third look like Return of the King. And Twilight and 50 Shades? Dear God, they're 50 times better than this fucking piece of ass.
Okay, yeah. Personally, guys, I haven't seen the Twilight movies in years, but the 50 Shades of Grey movies, oh my God, those movies were terrible.
Even if you're a diehard Spider-Man fan, please do not watch this piece of shit.
Too late, man. Everyone has seen this movie, and this movie was a box office success. So in your face, bitch, man.
Please, for all things holy, save your time, money, and oxygen for something better. Just go see Guardians Volume 3 again.
Which, personally, guys, I love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That is personally my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy movie of the entire series.
Go see Fast X.
I love Fast X. That movie was kick-ass, which I cannot wait until 2025 for Fast X Part 2.
Watch The Little Mermaid.
Hell no! I'm not seeing that crap! That movie's overrated as balls. Oh my God. And yes, I am going to wait until that movie comes on Disney Plus so that I can do a rant on it and finally give that movie a 0 out of 10.
Anything but this shit, please. This here is only a fitting way for you to punish your kids, guys. Yes, if you're planning on grounding your kids for misbehaving, then screw grounding. Across the Spider Hell is more fitting punishment than grounding.
Okay, how does that make any sense? How does that make any sense, man? How can you decide to say screw grounding, go see your kids go see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? No one is going to give a flying fucking shit about your opinion. Because personally, all kids love the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie. And believe it or not, when I saw the movie in the theaters, guys, I was actually quite shocked and surprised that there were no kids in my screening when I went to go see Across the Spider-Verse. There was only like young teenager, like mid-teenagers, even adults when I saw this movie in the theaters. But when I saw the first Spider-Man movie on December 19th, before I was on my Christmas break in 2018, there were like a couple of kids when I saw this movie. There were not a lot of kids in my screen for the first Spider-Verse movie, but there was only like 2 or 3 kids in my screening for Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse, and that was it, man.
It's like, if I had kids, if I had children, if I would have either show them either Across the Spider Hell.
Okay, wait a minute. How do you still have Trolls World 2 on DVD? I thought you got rid of all your DVDs, man. Oh, I get it. You decided to get rid of all your DVDs so that way you can keep Trolls World Tour, so that way you can praise the movies like it's better than God. Nah. I don't give a shit.
Well, there's no choice at all. They obviously choose Trolls World Tour.
Okay, personally, you cannot force your kids to watch Trolls World Tour, you faggot. Because personally, they have their own decisions. They have the rights to their own decisions if they like Trolls World Tour, hate Trolls World Tour, or like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse. Like, seriously, I'm a diehard Marvel fan, and I've been going to see, and I was a huge Marvel fan ever since I was 8 years old. The reason why I actually became a big Marvel fan, because my dad was the one who got me into Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk. Even he told me to go see my very first DC movie, The Dark Knight. Those movies are way better than your stupid ass video. Man, like, don't get me wrong, I do like Trolls World Tour, but I see much better movies than Trolls World Tour. And believe it or not, in South Bay, it's just been confirmed that since you're thinking Trolls Band Together like it's better than Jesus Christ and better than God, it made me do not want to see that movie in theaters. And by the way, so screw me. So by the way, guys, but for me saving my private pay card money to go see Trolls Band Together, I'm going to save my money to go see Disney's Wish. So in your face, man.
They'll love it. Why can't every movie be like Trolls World Tour? Trolls World Tour, best movie of all time. Across the Spider Hell, worst movie of all time.
Nope. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, best movie of 2022. And Elemental, my second favorite movie of 2022. And my third favorite animated movie is the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
I hate it. I fucking hate it with every fiber of my being. Oh my goodness. I'm going insane right now. Oh gosh. I just want to punch this thing out of existence into the fires of Mount Doom. Yes!
Oh yeah, the fires of Mount Doom from War of the Rings. Yeah, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, but to tell you guys the truth, I'm not a big, huge Lord of the Rings fan. I've seen much better movies than Lord of the Rings, in my opinion. And as for the Hobbit movies, I thought those movies were kind of good.
Good riddance.
Wow, you have some serious anger issues, man. You need some professional help. Alright guys, that was my reaction / rant on Inside Fan 2001's rant on Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It was a longer video than I expected because I was getting a lot of interruptions recently. But anyway guys, I gotta go back to work, you guys. It's 1:30 in my area. So yeah, I gotta get back to work, you guys. So anyway guys, I will upload this video probably tonight or something like that. So anyways, you guys, I might figure out something to pay back Inside Fan for ranting on one of my favorite anime movies of this year. I might do a rant on I might do a rant. I don't know what I should do. Comment down below which rant you want me to do to get a payback of Inside Fan. Which I'm actually thinking about doing a rant on Little Einstein, you guys. Even though I don't do preschool show rants as much as I used to, I will do a rant on Little Einsteins. Yeah, you know what? That's for his payback. I'm gonna do a rant on Little Einsteins, you guys, to pay back Inside Fan for torching one of my favorite anime movies of this year. So yeah, so anyway guys, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like and share with your friends. And I gotta get back to work, guys. It's 4:25 on the dot. I gotta get back to work, guys. Bye guys.